Hey guys, welcome back to the King Kane Way TV. It's me, King Kane, and I'm here today to give you guys a review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 12, Episode 6. So we're just going to hop right on into it. At the beginning of the episode, we see Portia and Tanya. There's some type of stomach snatching little place where, you know, Portia's about to get herself re-snatched after having the baby. That she's trying to reduce some body fat. You know, she wants to look really good, really snatched. Tanya invited Portia there. This is something that Tanya says she always does. So she definitely wanted to invite Portia because, you know, Portia just had a baby and that this will be good for Portia's midsection. They discuss going to Marlo's wig event, and we see a flashback of Kenya telling Portia that, oh, she's not going to the wig event, you know, and then Portia tells Tanya, well, you know, Kenya's not coming. So we see that little shade that Kenya threw at Marlo last week when Marlo had called Portia to invite her, and Kenya's like, well, who's that man on the phone? So, you know, Marlo and Kenya, it doesn't look like they'll ever get into a good place, so we'll see what goes on coming up with that. Tanya invites Portia to Toronto. She comes out with like all of this festive carnival, all this professional carnivals get up on. She's really crunk. She's twerking. She's like, girl, we're going to carnival. It's time to turn up. We finna have a good time. The girls are twerking. Portia is super, you know, blown away. I thought this scene was really cute. And to be honest, Tanya and Portia kind of give me Freaking Frack 2.0. But, you know, Tanya is a different, she's totally not Phaedra. But however, when she's with Portia, you know, Tanya kind of gives me a little bit of life. So I was totally here for that. They're having a good time. And also, Tanya is fucking snatched. Tanya looks absolutely amazing. Tanya had a little pink workout tights on, her little bra. Like, come through, Tanya. Tanya's bad. I'm here for that. I'm so here for that. And another thing that I wanted to point out, the reason that Tanya is doing this trip is because she's like, it's carnival, you know, she wants to have a good time. If you can have a good time in carnival and put, you know, your issues aside, then you're really just a fucked up individual. So kudos to Tanya for trying to bring these ignorant ass bitches together to have a great time. We'll see how it goes. Next we see Candy and Todd being old, playing Connect 4. Kayla comes, which is Todd's biological daughter, outside of Candy. They discuss the Europe trip that her and Todd just went on. Kayla is totally into fashion. So, you know, when they were in Europe, she got to meet some designers. But now she's at the point where she's ready to move to New York to really get her feet wet, be around those people, and really dive. Excuse me, and really dive into the fashion world. So, you know, I'm totally here for that, girl. Go after your dream. Go after your goal. Todd says that he's proud of her, and she just totally goes in on him, just as a daughter to a father. You know, she lets him know that, you know, you don't know how to show affection. That's what she told him. You don't know how to show affection. That's her voice. She's like, you don't know how to show affection. So I'm like, okay, well, Ty, get this to your goddamn daughter. Your daughter is telling you that you're not affectionate. You only show emotion when you're mad at her. You're unemotional. You're not available. You're pretty much just a mean-ass father. Todd was trying to act like, you know, he was just brushing it off like, well, I'm just trying to, you know, make her tough and this, that, and the third. And she's just like, well, it don't work for me. So you need to see where I'm coming from as your child, as your daughter. You know, like, I'm not a fucking boy. Like, I'm a whole girl. Like, calm the fuck down. Like, I do feel like Todd is a little extra. Like, okay, so you see how Candy do Riley? So you think that's wrong? That Candy spoils Riley and gives Riley the world because Riley is doing good in school. Riley is doing great. Like, I just don't think that that's right for Todd to be just that mean and angry, especially when you got a bag, you got a wife with a bag. Like, boy, give your daughter, be there for your daughter. Like, who really gives a fuck, Marvin? Get your shit together, period. Kayla also opens up on how she always goes through Candy because Candy's more understanding. And, you know, her dad, they even didn't talk for a whole month. Candy's just like, well, both of y'all need to get better on that whole communication tip because it's really not cute. But overall, Candy does sympathize with Kayla. And, you know, she wants Todd to know that, you know, you have to communicate with your kids. You have to be there for your kids. Like, you can't be doing all that extra shit. Like, you have to support your kids emotionally, physically, financially, like, period. And shit, me and you finna have a daughter, and I'm definitely not standing for that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not talking, y'all not being cool, y'all not, you know, like, that's not what I'm going for. And I totally feel Candy on that. Like, I'm not going for that with my kids, period. And, you know, I agree. So hopefully they work that out because it's not cute. It's just not. You know, the world sees the divide in Riley and Kayla. And it's just, it should just be cohesive. Like, y'all are married now. Like, just let it be what the fuck is gonna be. Period. Next, we see Kenya Moore with her team. She has, she's now has her Kenya Moore Edge hair care cream in over 2,200 Sally stores. So that's good for her. We see Eva and her family at the Daughters tennis game. Little Mikey is just so fucking cute. We see Cincy and Noelle. They're eating guacamole. You know, Noelle is just like, girl, take your motherfucking spoon. Don't be double dipping in the guacamole. Like, really, Mom? Stop. So that was hilarious. Next, we see Nene. She's meeting with Candy at a restaurant. They're about to eat, have a drink, kiki, and just catch up with one another. Candy is hoping that this is the start of new beginnings because we all know on season 11 reunion, Nene was just like, oh, Candy's not important in this situation. Oh, Candy's not important. And Candy's like, well, shit, I guess that must have changed, bitch. So, you know, maybe I'm important now. So they're sitting down having a conversation. They discuss Greg. Now he's doing good. He's cancer-free, which is a blessing. And then Nene just talks about, you know, all the girls are having kids, you know. So Candy's like, well, you know, I have a baby on the way. And Nene was super proud, super happy. They bonded over that. Candy tells her that, you know, she's doing surrogate. She has a surrogate, so, you know, they're pretty much excited about that whole thing. Then Nene brings up, you know, Dennis, like, was he sleeping with animals or bestiality or whatever the word may be. Nene is so motherfucking funny. She said when she first heard it, she said, damn, do Portia gotta go get a rabies shot? Then she said Portia gotta go check in to goddamn me PetSmart. Baby, I was on the goddamn flow. But you can still see Candy was trying to stay out of it. Just like, girl, I don't know. That's what the blogs were saying. But child, you know, but Candy was getting her laughs in. I mean, obviously it was funny. Like, who gives a fuck? I was totally dead on the floor. Then Nene brings up Cynthia. They discuss Cynthia being on the float. Candy says that the interview that Nene did was a little, you know, harsh. You know, why did you do that? You know, and Nene's just like, well, shit, I only do respond because this bitch done did 7 to 8 goddamn me, done did 7 to 8 goddamn me interviews. Like, so bitch, I was only fucking responding. Let's be very clear. Okay? I didn't do anything that I wasn't supposed to do. Like, this bitch been coming at me in all these interviews trying to make it seem like I'm this bad person, but no, that's really not the thing. You know, basically Nene is just saying like she is retaliation. She also opens up and lets Candy know that a mutual friend of her and Cynthia's recorded Cynthia dogging her out. But I feel like, okay, oh well, like what's the difference in between the recording versus, you know, y'all been doing these interviews that are on public platforms that both of y'all are hearing. So at the end of the day, Nene, it really doesn't matter. Who cares about this recording, bitch? Y'all both are doing interviews dogging each other. So who cares about the recording? So people talk about people. That's part for the course in this reality world. You're going to get talked about. Yeah. And you should know that being on here for 12 seasons, which I think you took a break a season or 2, so maybe 10 or 11 seasons, you should know that already. Next we see Eva's kids. They are so adorable. She's reading books to them. Eva ain't getting no camera time. Eva has absolutely no storyline like most of these shady bitches try to be. They have no storyline. They just want to latch on and tag on to anyone that they can. But it doesn't work that way. You know, find you a story, tell your story, and quit just trying to, I don't know what the word is, just latch on to somebody. Like, it's fucking annoying, period. Anywho, Next, we see Cynthia. She's shopping for house equipment. She wants to redo her closet space to make it bigger because Mike is there a lot. Kenya comes looking really, really cute. Candy comes and tells him that she wants to go see Nene and how Nene has a life coach. And how, basically how Nene feels about Cynthia and how she, is only retaliating with her interviews. And then, Candy lets Cynthia and Kenya know about the recording. Cynthia pays the dust. She don't really care. She's like, that's childish. She could stick them up her ass. And I'm like, oh, okay, so we got 52 cent. We got season 7, Cynthia. So, the girls might want to relax and calm down on that tip because it doesn't seem like Cynthia is playing around with these bitches. So, we shall see. And then King is just like, well, whoever the snake is who's recording people secretly, they need to be exposed because, bitch, if you're going to be a snake, you need to slither in front of everybody. Which I agree with that as well. Like, bitch, don't be going around here being sneaky, messy. Like, if you a messy-ass bitch, own that shit. Let us know so then we can decide how we want to move forward as a collective. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. Anywho, next, I do feel like Cynthia's kind of bluffing. Like, you probably a little shook, that your shit done got exposed. But, we'll see. Eva calls Cynthia and tells her that Marlo personally invited her to a wig event, but she's not going. She goes in on Eva's wigs. Like, have you ever seen Marlo in a cute wig? Like, girl, I'm not going to support that shit, which I'm totally weak behind. Like, that was some funny shade, Eva. That's the type of shade that I live for from you, because you don't own anything else. Cynthia also gives Eva the tea on the recording, and, Eva's just, like, gagged and over it, and is just so childish, like, I can't. Next, we see Portia, Tanya, and Shamia on their way to the event. They discuss Nene, and Portia just pretty much says, like, I'm over her. I'm not cool with the bitch. I was pregnant. The bitch bashed my body. She cursed me out. Then she went back on the blogs and on social media talking about me. Like, I really don't have it in me to be friends with her, period. Next, we're at the event. We're at Marlo's Her Wig Hairline event. Giovanna, Cynthia, and Candy are there first. They're talking. I absolutely hate Cynthia's look. I hate her big black dress. I hate her big fro blonde Party City wig. I absolutely hated Cynthia's look. I don't know what it was. It stood out in an awkward way. So I totally wasn't here for that. They discuss, basically, Candy, just asked Giovanna, well, shit, did you record Cynthia? Because I had a conversation with Nene. Nene said that, a mutual friend sent her a recording of Cynthia going in. I know that you said that you and Cynthia have had conversations at the wine cellar. So I just want to know if that was you. See, I'm so like Candy. Like, girl, I'm not going to sit here and play. Like, is there an issue? Did you say it or did you not? Like, girl, let's get to the tea. Because, bitch, I'm not going to sit here and play like, what's going on, period. And I love Candy in that moment. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Candy, for being a real ass bitch. Give a fuck about a nigga. Giovanna's just like, no, that wasn't me. I would never do that. Like, girl, bye. That's not even in my stilo. I don't get down like that. I'm not that type of bitch, etc., etc. Portia, Shamia, and Tanya arrive. Marlo comes out. She introduces everything, welcomes everyone to her event. So, everyone's just sitting around, eating, drinking, looking at the wigs. Nene arrives. Nene comes in, and she's surprisingly speaking to everyone. I really can't because Portia paid her dust. She, turned her back and kept it pushing. Portia ain't studying Nene. She could care less. They start playing games, and the game is Nene and Portia have to get these wigs, put the wigs on the models who are there, and give them a nice loose curl in 5 minutes, and whoever, does it wins. So, Portia and Nene, they're both being good sports. They're supporting. They're having a good time. They're playing the game. Next thing we know, in storms Kenya Moore with her True People band, screaming, Kenya Moore hair care. Kenya Moore hair care. I just looked over there because my roommate room is right there. And she got her door open. I'm just talking loud. Sorry. I'm almost done. So she's like, Kenya, more hair care. Kenya, more hair care. She's coming in with these people, and she has like Kenya more edges out, you know, like the hair care product, and you know, people are getting it. Nene grabs some, like, girl, I heard you say I need some edges. Like, child, shit, I'll grab some too. I don't give a fuck, but you don't see it for me, but you got this free product. I'm finna take it. Period, poo. Marlo is kind of being the bigger person at first, but then her and Marlo go, Kenya and Marlo kind of go at it because Marlo's like, well, you know, your eyebrows are drawn on just like mine, so let's just, you know, wipe our eyebrows off, see whose eyebrows are thickest. You know, Marlo owns her shit, like, bitch, I know my edges thin and I know I ain't got no edges. Kenya said Marlo was bald to the back of her scalp, so, you know, and then I did see on Kenya's social media that she said the only reason she did do this and storm this event is because on last week's episode when Marlo was coming for Kenya's product a couple years ago, having water in it, and then coming for her husband. But I feel like, Kenya, you've come for people's products. You came for people's husbands. You know, this is just your karma. You know, this is just your Ashley Darby situation. Like, bitch, people gonna talk about you too. Period. Point motherfucking blank. Marlo is really trying to get Kenya removed because she's like, okay, well, everybody come back over here. This is my event. Come on. You know, Candy's over there trying to talk to Kenya. Shamia went over there. Portia went over there. And so, you know, Marlo's like, all y'all need to come back over here. This is my event, which I totally understand. Like, y'all bitches here for me. Talk to this bitch on y'all own terms. At the end of the day, bring your ugly asses back over here to my situation. And Kenya's like, well, I don't want to play games. I don't want to. Well, bitch, why did you come? So just leave, bitch. Disperse, hoe. Disperse. So Marlo's really not feeling that. I totally felt for Marlo in that moment. So Marlo, you got to step your shade up and come at this bitch 10 times harder. Let this bitch know what time it is. Nene leaves. She just feel like she ain't got time for that. Yvonne thirsty ass run behind Nene, knocking on her window. Nene said, girl, you don't have too much to drink. Don't be knocking on my motherfucking window like that, bitch. Like, none of that. Like, I don't have time for that. I'm so far past it. So kudos to Nene. But before Nene did leave, she did go over there to see what was going on. She saw that it was childish bullshit. And, you know, she dispersed, took her little gift bags, and dipped. So maybe that's big person Nene. You know, Nene's growing up. Marlo is shading Kenya as Kenya leaves. She told her that she's single and paying child support. The baby ain't even a year old, and how your marriage and relationship are already over. You know, so she was just truly going in on Kenya. Kenya, you know that shit hurt because that's your true tea. You're really going through that right now. So Kenya leaves, and that's just the end of the episode. I think that this was a super great episode. I totally loved it. I thank you guys so much for watching my videos. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Cut your goddamn notifications on. Like this video, share this video, and also leave comments. And please follow me on all of my social media in the description and below. All right. Peace out, you guys. I got to get ready to go out and do me and hustle and bustle. So, you know, I fuck with you guys. Stay prayed up because the hate is real. And, you know, peace.